Okay, I received my package today from B&H. What do you want to call it? B&H. But anyway, what this is I want to add some more cameras. This is one of the cameras I bought. And this is a 5-port Gigabit PoE switch, a PoE switch. That's power over Ethernet. A couple months ago I had no idea what that was. Probably longer than a couple months ago. But anyway, that's what I got. So I will probably install those when the weather clears. Right now we got a lot of snow, so probably in a couple weeks, or maybe even longer. But I'll put these outside. I've got another one on order, so this is what I've got. And I'll go ahead and open it up, show it to you. If I can get it open, I may not be able to open it. Okay, but anyway, what a PoE switch is, and I didn't know this until, like I said, a couple months ago, or 3 or 4 months ago when I put my other one in. These cameras, they have to have power, obviously, to work. So you can either run 12-volt power or whatever it takes out to the camera, or you use a special device like this that supplies the power over the Ethernet cable. You can either use the camera with Wi-Fi or Ethernet. So I always hardware everything with Ethernet. So anyway, that's what this is. Safety notes. Quick installation guide. I don't know if I need that or not. Normally I don't read instructions unless I have to. Most of the time it's self-explanatory. But anyway, that's what we got. Okay, here is the device. Wow, it's not very big at all. Now I've got several of the regular Gigabit Ethernet switches. Matter of fact, I've got 2 or 3 of the TRENDnet, but they're not the PoE. They're just straight switches. So this gives you 4 ports that'll go to cameras, so I can put 4 cameras on there. This is, I think, covers up to 32 watts of power that it will supply across all 4 of those. And of course, this is your feed. This is the Gigabit speed here. These are all on the fast Ethernet, base 100, which all your cameras are base 100, they're not Gigabit. But anyway, it will run 4 cameras. I was checking on the cameras, and they only draw 7 watts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 4 is 28 watts, so we're well within the 32 wattage maximum. Now I do have another one that's got the tilted zoom and pan, or whatever they call it. Anyway, now it draws 8 watts of power. Surprisingly, only 1 more extra watt than this one does. But anyway, this is what I'll be using. And that's what it looks like. All right, I'll go ahead and open up this camera and see what it looks like. Oh, I guess I probably should show you what else comes in this box. This is not a whole lot. Okay, here is the power supply. If I can read it. If I put the right size. Output is 48 volts. Output is 48 volts at 0.8 amps. So it's 48 volts at 8.8 amps. That's the output current going to this device. And obviously this is the power cord that plugs into here. So that's all there is to it. These are little buttons that goes on the bottom of this for feet. Little squares there they go into. So got that. All right, let's go ahead and open up the camera and see what it looks like. Now this one's got a little plastic on the tab. Now, these don't weigh very much. If I can get it out of here. There we go. Again, this is an IP camera, internet based, so it uses the internet. That's a manual. Now here's a special wrench you've got to have to put it together. And this is it. This is for putting the, it's a weather seal for putting the Ethernet cable, connecting them together. And again, this is for power, which I will not be using. And this is the Ethernet part here. And this has got the signal for the Ethernet to send a feed back from the camera to the by network. And also supplies the power to power up this device. This is the device itself. Pretty slick. It's all metal, and if you look at the listing on the computer, it looks like it's plastic, but it is good heavy metal. You put it in the position you want, and you turn this little knob here to tighten it up. So you can rotate it. You can pretty much rotate it any way you want, up, down, whatever angle you want. So that's what I need. I'll put that up on my roof, angle it down so it'll be facing the front. So anyway, that's what I want to show you. But it's a slick little camera. And the other one I got is a TRENDnet, but it's a different type. It's not the surface mount. But that's what it is. There's what it looks like. And I'll mount it straight to the wall. So anyway, that's what I want to show you. Thank you. Okay. So I got the hardware, the camera, and the switch. Okay, but now I got to connect them together. So how am I going to do that? Well, I was buying all these pre-made cables, but the problem is, as I start adding more devices and using more Ethernet cable, it becomes awful nasty looking with all these cables twirled and wounded around and circled up trying to get rid of the excess cable. So anyway, I decided to make my own cables. So ordered a box of mono price with cables so I can make my own. Never made one, so we'll find out. Again, this came from mono price. All kinds of goodies in here. Those are the boots, the covers that goes over the clip. Sell stuff, I guess. $10 off of wine, except I don't drink wine. And I have no idea what these are. Oh, these must be the connectors. I thought they'd be clear. But anyway, there's the connectors. And a crimping tool. Bought the crimping tool. See how that works. Packing slip with the material. And 200 foot of wire. Now, once I get the cable made, I got to test it using this here. I bought this quite a while ago, so I guess I'll be using this on all my cables that I create. So that's what it is. That's my tester. So anyway, when I get ready to install these cameras, I'll be putting cutting them to length and putting my own connectors on. So we'll see how that goes. But I'll do a couple to practice with. So anyway, that's what I got. All right, thank you. Okay, open up the box. And this is it. This is what the cable comes in. So, I will be putting connectors on here and see how it works. So, thank you. Okay, this is where I installed the devices. This is the PoE Ethernet switch, and this is just a regular 8-port TRENDnet Gigabit Ethernet switch, which feeds some of my other devices throughout the house. So, that's what I used. This was a cabinet that came above the refrigerator that I removed a few months ago, saved it. But anyway, that's what I'm using to put everything in. And here's my power source, so surge suppressor. So that's what it is. So everything will be coming down in the basement and running through here and into these boxes. So that's what I'll be doing. So one of these days when the weather clears up, I will take a video of how I install the cameras on the outside of the house. So that's what I got so far. So thank you. Since we got a little bit of snow, maybe a lot of snow, I'm not going to put the cameras up on the outside until the snow disappears in a couple weeks or maybe even a couple months. So anyway, I'm going to wait till the snow disappears before I install those cameras.